Sponsor Laminier back here with another video. Today is the 24th of April 2022. So we're going to be checking out the charts of interest for the week of the 25th of April 2022. So remember guys, to like and share and also to subscribe to our channel so that we get more viewers, and also we do keep up the good work that we do here on this channel. So all in all guys, remember that these videos are mainly for educational purposes and not trading or investment advice. So people are liable for their risk management, and also they should not trade money they cannot afford to lose. So on today's menu guys, going to be looking at the US 10-year notes, Bitcoin, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the German DAX, and then WTI oil, gold, and then you're going to check out EURUSD, USDZAR, and then on the JSE side you're going to look at the JSE top 40, Nespas process, Glencore, Richmond, and then lastly you're going to look at Caxton. So if we look at the economic calendar at this point now, so we're going to see that there's going to be a holiday on the Australian side and the New Zealand side, but as the week goes on, we're going to see that there's going to be some core durable goods number is going to be coming out on the US. But I think the biggest story that's going to be coming out this week will be, on Wednesday will be a holiday in South Africa, a Freedom Day, but the biggest story will be perhaps on Thursday, which will be the GBP number that will be coming out from the US. So the forecast there, as we are seeing, is that they are anticipating that the GDP in the US will increase by 1.1% from the previous number of 6.9%. So, and then on Friday we're going to close off with the euro inflation, which is going to be a huge story again this week. So if we're looking at the earnings there, if we look at the earnings, so there's quite a huge a number of companies, rather large corporations that are reporting this week. So on Monday we are seeing Coca-Cola is going to be reporting, of which it is a Dow component. Activision Blizzard, I like this company, so we just have to see what does it have for us in store. And then on Tuesday, Microsoft, Google is also reporting, Visa, UPS, GE. So these are large corporations, and also they are forming parts of those major indices there on the US. And then on Wednesday, Facebook, which is Meta Platforms, this is a big one because the previous number they missed, so they're expected to maybe to try to be innovative on this number. So this is going to be a big one. And then on Thursday again, Twitter is going to be reporting Caterpillar, which is a Dow component, MasterCard, which is a Dow component as well, McDonald's, which is a Dow component as well, and Amazon is also reporting. And the big one here, the largest corporation in the world, which is Apple, will be reporting again on Thursday. So, and then on Friday, ExxonMobil, Chevron, Honeywell. So this is going to be mostly the energy companies that are going to be reporting on Friday. Thursday, it's going to be a big number. It'll be a big day again for earnings as well in the US side. So if we're looking at the crypto side of things now, so we have seen that crypto prices have been severely under a lot of pressure in the past couple of months. So Bitcoin is currently trading below the 40,000 mark, and in the past 24 hours it's up a mere a quarter of a percent, but in the past 7 days it is currently down a 1.5%. So Ethereum in the past 7 days down 3%, as well as if you could maybe just go down this list, you could see that even XRP is down 8% in the past 7 days, but in the past 24 hours it's up, or it's actually down rather. So yeah, and you can see that most of these cryptos are in like a pause. They're in like a pause, like they're waiting for something to happen. Yeah, so it's like they're waiting for something to happen. So if we actually look at the charts now, so if you're looking at the chart of Bitcoin, anyone could bet now, because I've been talking about this thing for months, that Bitcoin is going down to the 17,200 level, 17,800 level, and now the structure is actually much clearer now. That is quite possible that this thing is going to happen, because this level here, the 45,000 level, has been a barrier for quite some time now. Okay, what is happening? Okay, it has been a barrier for quite some time now. It's since November, if I'm not mistaken. So since November, December, January, February, March, it's April now. It's for about 5 months now that this 45,000 level has been a barrier on BTC. So we are actually seeing that it is going to try to push lower to the 34,000 level, and then after that you might actually see it going there to that 17,000 level that we have been talking about. So another story that I wanted to talk about is the US 10-year. So the US 10-year reached an important milestone. It did reach the 3% level, and it did exactly what we have been speaking about for about 5 months again. Since November 22, we said that it will break out of the structure, and then it actually did that, and then broke out of the structure, came back and retested the structure, and then started to move in a straightward direction. So that is just a huge milestone for us, because this analysis, we did it and it did exactly that. And another one was the DXY, the US dollar index. If you could actually go to my trading view, you could actually see that we started speaking about the dollar index sometime early last year. That's this goes from this double bottom that was here, and then the market started trading in this box range that was here until it broke out of this box range. Like this story, well, it was actually building up right in front of us, and then we kept on updating until it did actually reach the $100 level that we anticipated. So this one again is actually another milestone analysis that we actually did there on the US dollar. So we might actually see the strength of the US dollar actually pushing even as higher to the 106 dollar level. So the next one that you should actually look at is let us look at the S&P 500. Okay, uh, this picture looks really ugly now, because there's this huge um head and shoulder pattern that is right here. This is the left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. So we saw that the market closed um on this previous Friday. Closed it actually closed at the 45 at the 44 42.50 level. It closed at that level exactly. So we might, and this candle was actually strong, and this was strong bearish candle, so we might actually see the S&P actually trying to push even lower um to the 41 um 30 level, even as low as the 4,000 level. So those levels are not much too far from where the market is trading now, ne? So it is actually a downtown for the markets overall, ne? Because if we're looking at the Nasdaq itself, if you're looking at the Nasdaq and the current earnings that are coming this week, so if Facebook can miss their earnings, and also maybe Apple miss their earnings, well, it's going to be a, a really bad storm for the tech companies, or the tech heavy index here, which is the Nasdaq, because if Facebook can miss which is a huge component of the Nasdaq. And if Apple can miss their earnings because of the war and the sanctions in Russia and all of those things that had happened during the first quarter, so that's going to be a huge problem for the Nasdaq, because we saw that when Netflix missed their earnings, it dragged the whole index as a whole. So imagine what if Apple could miss their earnings, what will actually happen. So in respect to that, we might actually see the index going lower because of this head and shoulder pattern that is right here. So the first target might be the 11,000 level, and then after the 11,000 level, we might actually see 9,500. So the Nasdaq maybe breaking below the 13,000 level, maybe will signal that the world is actually going into a recession per se. So if you're looking at the German index, because all these indices are actually telling us something that is actually proving something is actually happening. So we saw that the German tax rejected this level, and then it started moving lower. It tried to move higher again, and then it got rejected again. So we have this a candle that has a huge wick at the top there. So we might actually see that the market might actually start moving lower again there on the German tax there. So if we're looking at a WTI, so the story of a crude oil is actually mixed at this point, because nobody knows what's going to actually happen with the Russian war now. What is going to be Vladimir Putin's next move now? But I'm actually seeing something like this on this chart now. This might be actually a bullish continuation or a bullish flag that is actually at play here, and then oil might actually start to actually maybe push higher again. So remember that there was this head and shoulder pattern that was here. This was the head and shoulder pattern, and the market started to move higher. So this a bullish pattern, that is here, bullish flag, might actually push oil prices to actually move higher again. So the story of gold So the story of gold, we might actually see gold again coming to retest this level that is right here, which is the 1850 level, and then maybe it might find some buyers in this level, and then gold might actually try to move higher to the 2100 level per ounce, even as high as the 2300 level. So if we're looking at euro USD, so the story of euro dollar here, we've seen euro dollar actually moving lower, and it is not finished as yet. So euro dollar is actually going to touch the 1.605 level. So I did another chart here on euro dollar. A 1 hour chart, so showing a continuation to the downside. Okay, so euro dollar might actually reject this level right here, and then maybe it might start actually trending lower. So USDZAR, on the other hand, we have seen the ZAR actually moving higher in line with the dollar. What it has been doing. And if we look at the higher time frames, we did a signal on our previous analysis that this level right here was significant. That I think the previous analysis was the ZAR was trading somewhere here, and I did say that the market might pull back lower to do a double bottom here, of which it actually did, and then after that it might actually shoot higher, and it did exactly that to do that double bottom, and then after the double bottom the market may actually start to shoot higher. This is one of the largest candles I have ever seen in USDZAR. So USDZAR is weaker, 6% weaker in less than a week, of which if you look at this structure, it is telling us that 1603 is coming very soon, and then 1680, and then as well as 1750. Those levels are actually coming very soon. So let me just stop here for now, and then we'll do a separate video for the JSE site. But remember guys, when you're trading and investing, take your mental health and emotional intelligence very, very seriously, because this game requires you to be strong mentally. This game requires you to be strong emotionally. So if you lose any of these things, your emotional intelligence or your mental health, anything will actually go against you. So remember, trading CFDs is very profitable, but also carries a high level of risk. So people, they should not trade money they cannot afford to lose. So I'll see you on the part 2 of this video, where we will do the JSE analysis of things. So check out the second video.